thing is weird. Is that a bug or is that a hummingbird? I can't tell. I think it's a bug. I always find it interesting how I seem to have an influence on how groups disperse. Like if I'm just sitting in one spot, not too far away from a group of people, and maybe after 5-10 minutes I get up and start going, then they disperse. Or if I'm walking towards a group that are talking or something, when I get close enough they just decide to break up. It's like I influence that in some weird ways. I don't understand why I've been sleeping so deeply around here the past couple of nights. It's just been such a deep sleep. And I wake up with this real rubbery, really relaxed feeling.
Because of the, what they did back there, the Copper Kings, didn't care.
It's $35 per vehicle to get into Yellowstone. And that covers the whole park. And for the day, I didn't ask about how long that lasts. I'm sure it's a day. So I just asked if I wanted to go to Old Faithful, how much is all the cost? And she's like, 35 covers everywhere. But it's such a huge area. I don't know if I want to be sitting there driving all day all over the place. Old Faithful is one of the most iconic areas that I'm familiar with hearing a lot about. I think Asian drivers are a little scary. One just crossed over the sidewalk or the crosswalk in front of me. You gotta look inside the car to see who the driver is, but it's like, if it's Asian, you definitely want to give them the respect that they are going to press for. I want to say that the air is extra clean and the water is extra, tasty. It's a very, tastes like rain. I don't think it rains a lot around here. But the water, I just got it from the bathroom, the tap water that you wash your hands with. It tastes really good. It's like Washington rainwater, the Washington tap water. But I can't pay any $35 to just drive to Old Faithful. That's a luxury, $35. I'll just hang out in West Yellowstone City. So now this sits unused. Oh, Yellowstone is really popular. They created such a huge dining hall. Private event, public not allowed. Oh yeah, Chris and Catherine, September 8th, 2018. Huh. The police station's over here. And they're not a very comprehensive police station. They don't fence in their vehicles. They only have a couple of vehicles at a time. There's 3 vehicles in the lots this morning. I don't really notice them making a big presence. Yeah, the crime doesn't seem that bad in general anyway. It seems pretty tame. Actually, they do have some trucks. I do recall seeing a truck last night. Let's see if I can. Chris and Catherine. Why not give their last name? I guess it's not a big deal to them. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay. Got a bar, got lots of wood to burn. Train tracks end right here. This is where they pulled up on the trains and had their meals. Oh, alright, I can look through this window too. It's like a separate deal. What is that? An antelope? Kind of blocking my view. Huh. That's neat. You need to walk around in here. I like how they keep these windows all open and you can look through them. You can see the dining facility. Then they made across these tracks. Whoops. You can. These might be some old boards from when they were using the train that led to the hotels or something. People got to stay somewhere. It's kind of curious. So this looks like it might have been an outline for an old building. the hotel's across this very short way. Alright, so the water tower, and then there's a massive group climbing apparatus. Wow, that was a 1930s car. Near the Taos Inn. I'm gonna get a closer look at this climbing thing. There's no real fence around it. And this is some separate deal. Yeah, they don't protect it. They just leave it out in the open. You just walk right on and then look around. Wow. And have people climbing this stuff. Please do not enter beyond this sign without a helmet or harness. Alright. Nice carabiner. That's something else. I've never seen it so like sophisticated and so big. There's a lot going on here. Here, Yellowstone aerial adventures. They got a tube. And then they're advertising. Oops, I'm inside. I don't want the sun to affect. Got things below, rock mining. So this is pretty neat. Man. Oh, and then a spider web. Do they get a lot of people on this? This would be something that they do for like group employee stuff. Take a peek inside. Be sure that the bathrooms are locked. Man, I just keep staring at this. No harnesses beyond. Huh. There's some lucky pans. So it just seems so pathetic to me to try to simulate so much. No, this is a real pan. Wow. And what are? Oh, I see. There might be gold in some of these. And the water runs. Real simulation. Aerial adventures. Look at those prices. All day, $80. Alright, and then they're making some new stuff here. A lot of buildings. That's really something. Biggest I've ever seen for this climbing stuff. On a net around. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I guess you maybe zip line over to these individual towers. And then these are might be more residences. Yeah, they probably do have Yellowstone Park Zipline.com. Zipline Adventure Park. They probably do have a zip line somewhere in the Yellowstone Park. How convenient with all this building going on. They got a do-it center. I was gonna call this an ACE, but it's not. It doesn't have any ACE affiliation. Westmart Do-It Center. Buildings are completely shut down and worthless. I get the impression it might be because of the earthquake that happened. Alright, let's take a peek. Oh, it's some kind of a pump house. I picked that up. Probably see it easier on the other side. Visible as it's through this side. Oh, and then you also got this window. So one benefit of this area is they got a lot of windows you can look through. People aren't so inclined to break windows around here. They do break though. What the heck? Some kind of generating. Some kind of a generator thing in here. Curious. None of these bicycles moved, except for two right here. None moved back here. Alright, so the window washer had an Asian guy borrow his long squeegee. I was like, I come around the corner and see this Asian squeegeeing his front windshield, and I was like, where did he get that? McDonald's is extremely busy at all hours of the day. There's no sitting room.
To 400 meters into the depths below. There are trees on the upper edge of the canyon. Have been deposited here, thus creating these striking white terraces. In the shallows between various terraces, there is much energy and bacteria.
Right, so all these people here are heading this way to, this goes to the Yellowstone. There's got to be a gate guard somewhere down there to check your pass. Alright, so they refused to tear down some small buildings, some old rustic buildings, and just board them up. Looks like they're feeding the birds over there. What is the deal with this? This roof is coming down. They're just sitting on this old... People might actually be living in this one. They're making a big mistake. Wait till the next winter. Next 2 feet of snow on that roof. Maybe not. Doesn't seem that likely. Yeah, there's a radio in there. They're not really using it for much. So old cabins built a long time ago. Used, well-used cabins. I'm sure they made the business owners lots and lots of money. But no more. Yeah, that's missing a whole post. There's nothing supporting the side of the posts on this one. But people are extra delighted after a night's rain. Thunderstorm at that. Maybe that's why I slept better, is because of the thunderstorms. They went right over my head. The Asians around here are really expanding on my impressions of them. The Asian restaurants, the Chinese restaurants, has all varieties of the wild meat. I've never seen that advertised. Buffalo, elk, whatever the third one was, right on that Chinese restaurant. And then the secrecy that they want to enforce at the library with yelling at me practically. Those are staff items. Looking at the various teas, they look harmless to me. They're tea, bags of tea. Like, that's what harm is that, looking at them? And then shutting off the internet. This is an Asian dude shutting off the internet when the library's closed. That's a rarity, but probably more common amongst Asians. Just that nature, that Nazism, and then the thinking outside the box, of course, with the windshield wiping Asian who I don't know what the McDonald's employee was doing when the Asian guy was using his squeegee, probably just standing around waiting for the Asian to finish up. But that's funny. There's white people that probably ask that same thing, but to be as bold, that's the difference. It's like the white person. well, I don't know who, this is beyond the brace. I think most sensible people would not just ask to use the squeegee from the McDonald's guy who's busy wiping the windows down, to make them stand around so you can wipe your car down. You know, that's stuff you do at the gas station. I don't know what I would have done as an employee if I was wiping down the windows and some guy just comes up and asks if they can borrow the squeegee to wipe down their car. Either I'd say no, depends on my mood, and if I had anything else after that is pretty important to do. I'd either say no, or I would let him, and then after he gives it back, I'd be like, because there's a crowd of people around, I'd be like, anybody else want to wipe down their car? I bet Indians used to dare each other to ride mastodons when the mastodons weren't extinct. That'd just be funny to see an Indian hopping on the back of a mastodon. Looks like they put in a new basketball court in this park. Let me also add that this park has a Wi-Fi that you can connect to, and I approved the authorization as, like, you know, I accept the terms, and then I just can't get connected to any other website. I try CNN, and it's kind of messed up. They troll you. You do the login part, and then it just doesn't work after that. Alright, so just outside the city here, not far down from that park, I guess you have some off-roading. 45 mile an hour says for snowmobiles, 25 within city limits. So I guess this is about exiting the city limit. Alright, so this is not officially in Yellowstone. It's on the outside of West Yellowstone, but vegetation isn't going to be a lot different unless you're near the geyser, and then you're going to see a lot different. Old Faithful. I believe people have camped around here. I think you could get away with it. Just looking to see, oh, okay. Right next to the road, between the road and this trail in the woods, quite a few beer cans.